Hello. That was a weird way to say hello, but oh well. Anyway, welcome back to my 9th episode of this podcast. Okay, so I wanted to talk about psychedelic albums. There are ones that aren't so obvious. There are some that are more obvious than others, like Electric Ladyland. You know, it's like the most obvious, dreamy type ones, a lot of guitar, you know, that kind of thing. And then there's trees, then there's, what's the other one? Fairport Convention, you know? They're not so obvious, but trees definitely is. Then there's Mid-Lake. Yeah. Then there's the less obvious ones, like the Carpenters. Am I just naming all the psychedelic albums? Yes, I guess I am. Yeah, there's the Carpenters. Beach Boys definitely is one of them. Like, they're so squeaky clean. Oh, like, I guess... I mean, there's the Faces, Small Faces, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, would psychedelia be one genre? Like, the Pierces? And ABBA? Would that be in there? Because it's very dreamy and makes it should psychedelia be put into an album that like into the genre where it makes you feel dizzy? Does that make sense? Does that make sense to me? Because I'm just kind of talking and I'm like, because Electric Ladyland definitely makes me feel dizzy. Like, Voodoo Child, dude. I mean, is the one without the one that's not Slight Return, because that's like a normal song. But like Voodoo Child, is that like Voodoo Child or Voodoo Child? I don't know. It might be Voodoo Child. But like, honestly, if you listen to that, it gets into your veins. It gets into your veins, man. And then you're like, you become hypnotized. I don't know what it is. That first, okay. Because I have it on vinyl, right? Oh my god, if you ever get it, I said this, if anyone listened to my Rare Records episode, basically I have it on vinyl with the naked women on it. Naked women on it. There you go. Yeah. And then that has 4 sides, I think, because there's 2 bits of vinyl in it. But side A, dear God, so cool. And side B, so cool. But yeah, Electric Ladyland, dude, it gets into your veins. The guitar, what the hell those lyrics are, you know, just kind of like, ugh. You know, those tends to be more girls though, but like, let's just say you're about 20, you know, around that age, and you're in the 70s and you're watching The Doors or Fleetwood Mac, and then you know when they're like, when they close their eyes and then they're like just moving their head, and then they like kind of like look up to the sky, and then they're like doing that weird thing with their hand. And that is completely what you do when you listen to that album. It's just like you just can't really think of anything else. It's just like it gets into your veins. It becomes your blood. It's really weird. Like, I know what I mean when I say that, but like if no one gets psychedelia, then I sound like a psychopath. But you know what? It's fine because yeah, it's true. It's like there are 2 albums. So basically, long story short, listen to Electric Ladyland. Okay? It's very good. It's a very good album. Wait. Is this the 10th episode? Or am I tripping? This is the 10th episode. Ugh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Did I say the name? Did I say the number? If I did, and if I said it was the 9th, then I'm tripping. Am I? Oh my god, I need to stop talking. Anyway, about that anyway. Oh my god. But yeah. Electric Ladyland, dude. I guess the Doors goes into that a lot. It's like, I think it's just 70s albums. Imagine seeing the Doors or Fleetwood Mac or Jimi Hendrix live. Full stop. But like in the 70s, dude, oh my god. Like what I would give to see Fleetwood Mac in California in 1973 or something stupid like that. Mate, I would just crumble. Seriously, okay, it's like the other day when I went to see the Breeders, I saw one of my heroes. Literally, Kim Deal. I worship her. I worship that woman. And then I wasn't even like, because I knew I was there, like I was just like in awe. I was more like, I can't believe this is happening. More like that. But like, if I saw Stevie Nicks when she was like, what, 30? Because it took her a while before she got into Fleetwood Mac, I think. Or am I thinking of Debbie Harry? I might be thinking of Debbie Harry. But I think the same thing kind of goes though. But like, oh my god. Or Jimi Hendrix in Hawaii. Or the Doors in LA. You know, I'm just like, oh my god. Oh my god. But yeah. I always like the Doors, right? You know, Light My Fire. I think it's just like, it's all in the guitar. It's all in the way that the vocals sound. Like how mysterious and how, what's the word? Hypnotizing and mystical the vocal sound. Then it makes you feel dizzy. It makes you want to dance. And you kind of like merge into, it's like you are the vinyl. I feel really weird right now. I don't know what I'm saying. But like, it makes sense to me. So like, if it makes any sense to anyone that's actually listened to Electric Ladyland or Trees, I think it just kind of like, that's why I love the 70s so much. Like, they don't make music like that anymore. You know? Because like, there are good albums. There are good bands. But they tend to be more focused on women. Like Last Dinner Party. All women. Apart from Casper though. But he is part of the band. Like, come on. Anyway. So there's Last Dinner Party. There's Wet Leg. There's Dry Cleaning. I mean, like, there are dudes in that as well. They're all dudes. And then there's her as the lead singer. But there's Soccer Mummy. There's Goat Girl. I mean, apart from Arctic Monkeys. But like, the only reason why everyone likes Arctic Monkeys so much is because there's no good bands on, and then no one really thinks to actually like look for decent bands, and then they're just stuck listening to Do I Wanna Know all the time. Like, there are good bands, it's just like, just use your brain, okay? Use your brain. Anyway, so there's On the Shore by Trees. There's this other album by Trees, which I will put in the description. But that's very good. That's a very good album. Midlake, I can't remember the name of the album, but it's still good. Still very, very good. Basically, psychedelia is the love of my life. It's probably one of my favourite genres. I very much like the 70s for that reason. Because they kind of... It's like... That scene... Ooh. Led Zeppelin aren't, though, are they? You know what I love? When it's kind of like that Voodoo Child thing that I was on about earlier. Kind of like just goes on and on and on, but like it doesn't make you bored. It's like a No, what am I saying? It's like a Isley Brothers solo. Oh, I can't remember. Oh my god, I can't remember anything. Jeez. I think it's like Live It Up, I think. There's like this 5-minute guitar solo at the end of that song. It's so cool. And I'm just like, oh my god, yeah, how is it going on for that long? Oh my god. Love that. Yeah, it's like that. It just kind of like keeps going on and on and on. But like, instead of getting bored, you kind of like just get deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into the song, and then you're like, oh my god, you're like in the sky. Like, it's so weird. Like, you're in the sky, you're in the record, you're in the guitar. It's like you just feel everything. But yeah, it's really cool. Do you like psychedelia? Like, I'm gonna think about all the psychedelic albums. Might make a part 2 of this, because I don't think I'm done yet. But yeah. Oh my god, I forgot to mention the Squeaky Clean albums. Oh my god. Basically, it's like, when it's so clean, it's so precise. By that I mean kind of like the Cardigans' Life, because it's so hauntingly nice. And then, you know, because it's like there's her on the cover, all bright and blue, but like there's still this really dark undertone, you know, because like there's this song, Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. I mean, like, they obviously like Black Sabbath and all that stuff, because they do. It's kind of like a known thing. But yeah, that's part of it. I'll probably make that into a part 2, to be honest. That's probably going to be like the part 2 part of it, but I think I pretty much summed it up. And it's like the Beach Boys as well. But like, it's not meant to be. It's just like Brian Wilson just wanted it to be perfect. But like, it kind of makes it a bit more special because it is so perfect, and you're like, oh my god, how is it that perfect? Like, that's crazy. Anyway, that will be a part 2. So yeah. Goodbye, and thank you for coming back.